It is time now for another edition of Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Bradley Meyer of the Okoboji Wellness Clinic. Good morning, Dr. Meyer.
Hey, Dave. Good morning.
Well, we're going to talk about supplements today, and most anybody that's ever been into any kind of a store, whether it be a grocery store or a pharmacy or a super duper Walmart, when you go into the supplement aisle, it's almost anymore about the size of a football field. They're not all created equal, are they?
Not at all. So I've had to learn a lot about this in the last 3 years, and I feel pretty good about it now. So some folks will be like, hey, Doc Meyer, okay, you used to prescribe all these prescriptions, these pharmaceuticals. Now you're recommending supplements. Isn't that the same thing? And I'm like, no, not quite. But it is really important to know when you do start supplements what to start and when to start them. And so we want to do a check for third-party testing. That's a big thing. And then where did that supplement come from? So you know how so much is out there on the internet right now, and it can be very difficult to ascertain, all right, is this good or not? But, you know, many of these products, just like anything, there's varying grades of quality. So many times you get what you pay for in most cases. So when it comes to picking something out that is off the shelf at maybe a flagship store, something that is a lot of pills for a little price, and look where it comes from. Many times, you know, a lot of our pharmaceuticals come from China. I'm not feeling really good if our supplements are coming from China. So there's a lot of the supplements that are on the floor of a lot of these businesses that have products from China. So that's number one. Is the quality testing, the third-party testing, and number two, where did they come from? And so from there, it is, all right, deciphering out. There's a lot of good products out there. So we have kind of taken some of that away, some of that work away, but we always encourage doing your own due diligence, doing your own research. So we have a bunch of product supply here that we've done our due diligence with through the Okoboji Wellness Clinic to determine what is a good product. So we got a bunch of product lines, and ultimately the goal is we want the body to absorb things well. So, and getting back to that point of like what I just touched on about, aren't you just replacing a prescription pharmaceutical with a supplement? Again, Dave, we've talked a lot about the world around us, the toxins, and over time, our tank, if you think of it as an engine, it gets really, really low on a lot of nutrients, minerals, vitamins. And so we really need to work hard to replace what has been lost. So if we're asking our bodies to be fighting machines and healing machines, we need to restore it not only just with good nutrition, but with good supplementation. And because we live in this environment, we're just getting hit left and right with, you know, different pollutants and different things that, and again, as we've talked, a lot of our foods aren't as nutrient dense as they used to be. We need a good supplement regimen. And so many times I'll have folks periodically on and off supplements over a period of time, but the goal is, again, to build the body up. And eventually, once we get that body off the proverbial boxing mat, once it gets off that and it goes up and it starts to heal itself, then other things start to take care of themselves. And we may only need the periodic supplement replacement. So, and that's when you come into the clinic and we do a lot of lab testing, other means to evaluate where are you deficient, because sometimes it can be that folks will be just kind of feeling like, oh, I've heard that's good. I heard zinc is good for during COVID or fighting colds and stuff like that. And it is. But do I need to stay on zinc forever? And so some folks will end up kind of just picking out some things they've read and kind of like throwing mud on the wall and hoping that it sticks. We want to go through a thoughtful process of supporting digestion and then getting to a point where we are refilling the stores with the right nutrients. The other big thing, Dave, is that just think of us. Most of us are not calorie deprived in today's day and age in the United States, but most of us are malnourished, and that means we're malnourished with the appropriate. We don't have the appropriate vitamins, nutrients, minerals for our bodies to be these healing, fighting machines, and so that brings me to the next thing. Then is okay. What is again causing us from absorbing very well? There can be a lot of things. We've talked about gluten in the past, and there are a whole host of things that can keep our body from absorbing the things that we eat. Let's say stomach acid. A lot of times folks don't have enough stomach acid, so they're not breaking down the nutrients. They're not breaking down the food. So even if they're eating a perfect diet, perfect nutrition, if they don't have enough stomach acid, which is a lot of people, you're not breaking that down. And so then you're not, no matter what you're eating, you're not absorbing what you need to absorb to fuel your body.
So the question then is, we can do our own due diligence, as you said, or we can certainly visit with you, who has already done the due diligence, because I can't think of a sector maybe larger than supplements to try and sift your way through what might be a good one.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it is growing, and people are clamoring for it right now because folks are wanting to bridge, and so that's what I'll do for a lot of folks is we'll work on bridging off a lot of these pharmaceuticals, and in the meantime, getting started on the proper supplements, and so. It's a process. It takes some time. We talk about peeling the layers off the onion, but we have wins every week. It's amazing, folks that come in every day here that have started down this road and are making significant progress in their wanting to feel their best, wanting to have less inflammation, less brain fog, more energy, and it's a lifestyle change, but we're here to work with you on the process. So we got a great team.
All right. So for folks that are interested in visiting with you, visiting with maybe starting their journey on peeling back the layers of the onion, visiting with you about maybe direct primary care, what's the best way to make that happen?
Give us a jingle at 712-339-6024. We got a great team that can field the calls as well. We've got Wednesday afternoons. I do some discovery calls, and those are 15-minute phone calls to talk to me directly, and those are free of charge to determine what your path might look like going forward here through the Wellness Clinic. So absolutely give us a call, and One other note, this Thursday, Dave, I want to share that speaking of absorption and vitamins, I wanted to make sure everybody in the area is invited to this, that we've got a new supplement product launch. It's called 3, and it is lights out. I'm telling you, this supplement, we've got a special guest coming in from the Des Moines area, and she is very knowledgeable in the area of this supplement line. And this supplement is actually in the PDR, which is rare to be in the physician's desk reference. That's normally reserved for prescription drugs. And this one has lights-out absorption. So anyway, out of all the different supplements that we have here, this is kind of one of our new ones that we want to invite. So then you could come on out, Thursday. If you have not been here before, you can get a peek at the clinic and learn more about this new supplement line. And the big thrust behind this supplement line, again, is absorption. It is there's a ton of studies out there to back how well the absorption of this supplement is in the range from 30 to 95%. That's unheard of for a lot of supplements. So anyway, good news there. Give us a call. Yeah, 712-339-6024, and come see us tomorrow night at 6 p.m. while we launch this new product, and see if you've got any questions about anything else while you're here.
Now, this might be a bit graphic, and we're family friendly here, but it's okay. It's real life. What you speak of is highly accurate, because I know for a very fact that people that are in the porta potty business, one of the things that is left behind in the bottom of the porta potties, vitamins.
Yep.
And
vitamins or pharmaceuticals. Yes.
Yeah. So absorption is a big key, especially when it comes to supplementation. If you're trying to supplement, absorption is key. So this will be a very, very interesting chat that you're having tomorrow night.
Yeah, Dave, it's like you have very expensive poop if you're not absorbing. So
yeah.
You're putting a lot of money into feeling better and in the right supplements, and if they're ending up in the porta potty, that's not where we want to be. So.
Absolutely. All right. So again, your phone number?
Yep, 712-339-6024, and we are in Spirit Lake off of Highway 71. So come see us.
All right. Very good.
Be well, everybody.
Thank you, Doctor. Dr. Bradley Meyer with Okoboji Wellness Clinic. You can also find them online, okobojiwellnessclinic.com.